Hello and welcome. Thank you for dropping by my LinkedIn profile. I'm John Ledden, and just while you're here, I would like to invite you to take part in a hands-on, very basic, easy to put together training session or number of sessions in regard to LinkedIn. Now, I know that you might be quite busy and you might have just dropped by for a second, so I'm going to just briefly drop over this. If you can see the screen right now, just assuming that you're not listening to this off a blog or YouTube or somewhere, because I'm obviously using YouTube and then running it through SlideShare, which I'll be teaching you how to do that so that you can actually do a presentation from your profile, which is very powerful. Okay, now the heading here of this training manual is your LinkedIn asset exploding? What we're looking to do here, myself and a group of friends and first level connections, we're looking to assist you to get to a point where you've got your first 500 very viable connections, first level connections. You're a member of a number of groups. You've learned how to begin to maximize your advantages of being a LinkedIn member. The good thing about LinkedIn, of course, is for many people it's quite free. There's a basic level. I use basic. It works just fine. The same as SlideShare, which is obviously a LinkedIn product. And what we're doing is we're using LinkedIn to maximize our web presence in our businesses, our private life, however we're doing it. Now, scrolling down here, you can see that there's I think you've probably already recognised him. Yes, it's Richard Branson. Richard is obviously a LinkedIn member because he's a progressive businessman. Folks, if you've not been here before, you're just investigating, or any of the training that you've looked at is great, but a little bit heavy, it's probably time to start putting a little bit of time aside. Have some fun with us. We've got a private group running now. It's called Virtual Handshake, and that's based right here on LinkedIn. Equally, it's also over on Facebook, but we'll get to that. How did all this come about? Well, very simply, once again, if you can see the screen, last month, November 6th to November 8th, 46,332 people, new people, joined my LinkedIn network. They personally connected to my LinkedIn network at some level. This was actually possible because they were connecting to 4,505 first level connections, which was then connecting up to 17,895,000 professional people around the world. This is not something to be sneezed at. We must absolutely understand. If I can't pass anything else to you, this is just so critical. Social media, in whatever form it comes, is just part of today's toolbox for anybody that wants to go anywhere in the world. Okay? It doesn't mean we endorse everything. It doesn't mean anything. It just means that, like driving a car, could you imagine not driving a car in today's world? Unless for some physical reason you had no ability to do that. Okay, we're in the same boat here, and what we're excited about is assisting you personally, and should you also have some expertise in LinkedIn, certainly taking advantage of that with you to assist other people to get a really good foundation here, so that we're not quite as dependent just outright on the likes of Facebook, Google and those, because they do tend to change the rules a lot. Okay, now I will give you a web address. This is very easy to get to. It's my personal web address, and we do launch some of the training from here. It's just a lot easier to control. Grab your pen. It's www.evetteandjohn, all in lowercase, evetteandjohn.com/LinkedIn free, one word, LinkedInfree HTML, and that'll take you straight to a site where you can actually subscribe to the newsletter. It'll also give you an entry point to our personal group here, which later on we will be building other groups to syndicate out with our blogs and things like that. Now, what I'm going to do now is just drop over to my profile. Let's go through a couple of really important things here. My only real question to you is that if you can actually see my profile right now, and if you can't, just visualize it, because you're very welcome to drop in. Okay, you'll see it. If you're watching YouTube, you'll actually see a link there to my profile in underneath, right? If there's any other way that you're hearing this and you're not actually on my profile, just chase the link back, search it in YouTube, whatever you like. Okay, but it's very important that you can actually see this. What you'll see is right under my profile photos and things like that, you will see a WordPress blog. Now, this is a customized WordPress blog that is great for monetizing anything that you're doing online. Okay, and it's actually put together by the Empower Network. I strongly suggest you check that out. On the right hand side, you'll see SlideShare applications running. Now, some of them will be like we were just looking at, the PDF format or PowerPoint format. Others will be sound or video or both, like this is right now. It's exactly as I'm addressing you on my profile. If you scroll down on my profile, go down to the websites, go all the way through past skills and expertise. Look, this is another one that's very important. We are a solid community in here with your first level people. Once you get going, if you know they have skills and expertise, please endorse them. They'll more likely return the favour. Okay, now down through groups, just above groups you'll see websites. You'll see one there, Virtual Handshake, LinkedIn. Click that. It's a private group. Apply to join, and I'll be looking forward to meeting you. Under that you'll see a number of groups. Now, what are we going to cover here? We're going to cover how and why to join groups. How do we use groups? How do we set up our profile? How do we get things at a basic level so we can stream out across the internet, take advantage of things the likes of Twitter, the likes of our blogs, the likes of SlideShare, all of it. It's your time now, guys. I just didn't want people joining my personal network and pretty much being left to the wolves. Nobody there that could easily and obviously put this together with them. Now, if I just drop over to my home page in LinkedIn, this is a quiet day for me. I'm sure you would love to be at this point, but this is a quiet day. What I'm showing you here on the screen is that it's indicating to me that I have 23,399 brand new people have just walked into my LinkedIn network. Now, they may have already been LinkedIn members, and that's all the better, because then they can just send you an invite, which is how they join me, right, and come across. Now, I'm just going to show you what I meant there, okay? You'll notice that if I go into my mailbox, there's invitations. You can see there's quite a number there. Now, here's the point. I am not actually out inviting these people. These people are inviting me. They know, if they do a search in LinkedIn, they know I've got viral growth. They want to take advantage of that viral growth, and that's exactly what I'm encouraging them to do. Now, are you taking advantage of that growth? If you wish to, drop by. You'd be very welcome. I'm not prejudiced to what your opportunities are, as long as you observe reasonable etiquettes within LinkedIn. Otherwise, you won't be able to take advantage of your hard invested efforts. Okay, have a wonderful day, and we'll catch you shortly.